I'll move, you support.
Good evening, everyone. In fact, we have a couple online people, I think, also. Good evening. Call to order the March meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. We do have 3 members here, so we do have a quorum. Other members are a little shy tonight. First item on the agenda would be the approval of the minutes from our last meeting, which was January 11th. We had a copy of those in our packet. Everybody had a chance to look them over.
I have reviewed them and I move that we approve the minutes as written.
We have a motion and support to approve the minutes as written. We don't need a roll call, and just favor, right? Favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, minutes are approved. We only have one item on our agenda this evening, and that's for 1107 East Beecher Street, a dimensional variance. But as of right now, we do not have a petitioner here. And it's been pretty much a standard procedure in the past that we do not act on any item unless the petitioner is here to answer questions and so forth. So I'm not sure where that leaves us for a while. Other than,
Sent to the packet you sent.
you know, we can wait a few minutes here and see. It is just, you know, a little bit past 6:30, so I don't want to jump to conclusions they're not coming, but also, like I said, we have not acted in the past on items when the petitioner is not present. Anybody have any words of wisdom?
I mean, you can if you would like to, and this is a very clear-cut matter, but you know, I would agree it's good practice to have them here and in agreement with staff's analysis in terms of what it is they're actually asking
Right,
for.
yeah.
Right.
And I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know whether this is a time-sensitive matter for anything, is it?
It is because they're on the planning commission agenda for the 15th. And so, you know, without the variance, they'll have to be tabled at planning commission as well.
Well, let's wait a few moments and see if somebody shows up.
Sure.
Do you have their cell number or just reply to the email and say, are you coming? Is it clear to them that they need to come?
This is probably pretty exciting on the streaming.
One thing you could do, Mr. Chair, is if you wanted to, since this is a public hearing and it was noticed as a public hearing, if you wanted to conduct the public hearing and close that, you could do that. And then in tabling it, it won't be necessary for Jeremy to notice it again for
Okay.
a subsequent meeting.
I can do that. We can open the public hearing on that at this time. As far as public hearing, we have no one in the audience to speak on this because we have no one in the audience. So that part makes it simple. I notice we do have a couple people online. If there's anyone on line that would like to speak on this issue, please do so at this time. Nobody's jumping forward that I can see. Commissioners, anything for the public hearing? If not, I will declare the public hearing closed. I know we've tried to make contact with the petitioner, so we'll, I don't know,
I don't mind waiting.
I can wait for a
Well,
while.
we did try to call him. We didn't get an answer.
Yeah,
I did talk to him yesterday, so he knew.
Well, if they're driving, they shouldn't answer the phone, so
I don't mind waiting either.
we'll support that.
oh, we'll wait a few more minutes here.
Well, we don't have planning tonight, as it turns out. The planning was moved to the 15th of this month.
That's what Bob didn't know. I got Bob planning. Well, my thinking is this, I'm willing to wait until 6:45. That'll be
Yep.
15 minutes past
Sure,
the time of the meeting.
sure.
So wait until 6:45. If the petitioner does not show up, will this be an item that we'll deal with in the April meeting, or do we need to have a special meeting for it?
Well, that would be your call, but
I know you said something about deals with planning, so that's why I didn't,
yeah.
or does the whole thing get
You,
pushed back
you
to
could,
both?
you could call a special meeting, right before the planning commission meeting. That would give us enough time to notice that if you wanted to, if you were inclined to do that. I think Jeremy may have them on the line now, though, so let's see what they say.
Okay,
Okay, for those online, we just received a phone call. They will be here shortly, so we will wait until they arrive.
if they're not embarrassed, I move that we be mean to them and then go ahead and approve it, just to let them know. They've wasted 5 minutes of my valuable life.
And we can go up to the airport, we try to pick up some boy, the service roads around there. They're not, they're careers. I mean, we could drive around, but there to get long.
And construction starts on 275 next week.
Yeah, start. I don't think I'll be heading down to go to the course road from in that way. I'm just gonna have to stick straight on 94.
Mhm. Oh, are they?
Lone soul in there, huh?
This must be our petitioner
Yep.
for Beecher? Okay. Get yourself, you set?
Yeah, I'm set.
All right. Just give us your name, please, and just give us a kind of a brief overview of what it is we're looking to do here tonight.
Yeah, so I'm Josh Carmody with Carnival Farms, one of the members. And what we're looking to do, when I purchased the property, I wasn't aware of the 30-inch pipeline that runs at a diagonal from the corner of Treat and Beecher and kind of takes a 45-degree angle through the two properties that I have. And what I'm looking to do is try to get some variances so that way we can put a building on 1107 to move off that pipeline to give the city access if needed in the future to be able, if they had to tear it up or just have access to it. But allow us to move the building so that way we have ample parking for what what we're trying to do with the building.
You own both pieces, both parcels?
Yes, yep, 1105 and 1107.
So the building 1105, or that's going to stay there and,
Actually, the way that the market is turning right now, I don't know if we'll actually do an expansion on that existing building, because we were going to do a cultivation center there, but I think that for now, we're not going to do anything with that property. We're just going to fix the existing building there, make it offices for our real estate side.
So what is your, if I could, Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, what is your plan for the proposed building on this site?
On 1107, the proposed building would be a dispensary or provision center.
You're aware that you can't have a provisioning center or dispensary in the industrial district unless it's attached to a grow facility.
Okay, well, I can put a grow facility in that existing building if needed.
So.
I do that.
I'm just
Yeah,
telling you
yeah.
that, so you know.
Yeah,
So I don't let you proceed not understanding that, but within the industrial overlay, provisioning centers or dispensaries are only allowed if they're in connection with a grow facility.
okay, all right, yeah.
just some general questions. I'm looking at the drawing stuff here.
Yeah,
Since you own both properties, is there any reason not to put this on the other property and then we wouldn't be dealing with the setback issues, or?
I don't think we can combine, I think we looked at that with Jeremiah when we spoke. I don't think we combine the two properties. I don't think we would have enough room.
So that other property adjoins residential, so they really can't
Okay,
use it
Yeah.
for that.
that's why I just asked a question. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the drawing here.
Yeah, yep.
Commissioners, questions?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Seems pretty clear.
Prior to your arrival, because it is a public hearing, we did hold a public hearing. Obviously, we had no one here to speak on it. So, but I just want to make sure for you and everyone else, we did hold a public hearing.
All
So
right.
We met our obligation there.
Thank you.
As with any variance, we have some items we need to look at. And we need to find any affirmative for these items before we're even allowed to look at doing a variance. So let's go down through these items, please, at this time. One, practical difficulties or unnecessary hardships which prevent carrying out the strict letter of this ordinance. These hardships or difficulties shall not be deemed economic, but shall be evaluated in terms of use of a particular parcel of land. The finding is this parcel has this 30-inch storm sewer and I guess a smaller sanitary sewer, it says, running diagonally through it, which makes it practically difficult to build within the required setbacks. This is a unique characteristic of this property. Obviously, we don't want a building over the top of a 30-inch storm sewer that may have to have some service in the future. So I would find affirmative for item one. Number two, the genuine hardship exists because of unique circumstances or physical condition such as narrowness, shallowness, shape, or topography of the property involved or to the intended use of the property that do not generally apply to other property used in the same zoning district and shall not be recurrent in nature. Well, the vast majority of these properties within this district are similarly encumbered, are not similarly encumbered, excuse me. So this is certainly unique to this particular piece of property. Three, that the hardship or special, I find an affirmative for number two. Three, the hardship or specific conditions or circumstances do not result in actions from the applicant. The applicant did not construct this sewer as far as I know. I think it's probably been there for a little while.
Yep.
So find affirmative for number three. Number four, the variance will be in harmony with general purpose intent of this ordinance and will not cause a substantial adverse effect upon surrounding property, property values, and the use and enjoyment of property in the neighborhood or district. The majority of the existing buildings are closer to the street than the applicant is requesting. So the variance will not cause new construction on the site to be out of character with the district. So find affirmative for number four. Number five, the grant of the ordinance will not confer on the applicant the special privilege that is denied by the ordinance to other land, structures, or buildings in the same district. Once again, the variance would not confer any special privilege Anyone else, if they had a sewer running under their property or there, would have the same option to look at. So I find yes for number 5. 6, that the variance request is the minimum amount necessary to overcome the inequity inherent to particular property or mitigate the hardships. It says after requesting the minimum variance necessary to develop the property, whereas the side setback of 20 feet is required, the request is for a 12-foot side yard. And C, where the front yard setback is 40, the request is for a 24 feet 6 inch front yard. So I assume that the city has looked over these and everybody's good with their requests.
If I could clarify, Mike, I think it's a 12-foot variance. The side yard will be 8 feet and the variance is.
The
12
variance,
feet.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In both cases.
Okay, these are the variants of 12 and 24/6.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So find affirmative for number 6. Number 7, that the variance shall not permit the establishment within the district or any use which is not permitted by right within the zoning district or any use for which a special use permit or temporary use permit is required. The request is not a use variance, so there's nothing we need to find there. So find affirmative for number 7. Seeing that we found affirmative for all the items, are there any questions from the commissioners on any of those findings? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we approve a 12-foot side yard variance and a 24-foot 6 inch front yard setback variance for this property, having found affirmative in the findings of fact.
We have a motion. Do we have support?
Support.
We have a motion. We have support. Any discussion on the motion? Not roll call vote, please.
Koleski,
Support.
Berg's in here, Berthel,
Support.
Beely,
Support.
motion passed unanimously.
Okay, you have your variance. So build away,
All right, thank you.
as long as you meet whatever else you have to do.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other items of business that comes before us tonight?
Just any public comment general public comment that might be out there. People online.
Well, anybody online? We have a couple people. Anything comment from our online viewers?
This is Mayor Angie Starkeith, and just to let administration know that on the agenda for the packet here for this, it has the date for January 11th. I'm not sure where the address was of this parcel, but it looks like it's the old one that you did back a few months ago or in January. So just to let you know, I couldn't find the exact packet for today unless I was looking at it and it just had a wrong date. So I just wanted to make you aware of that because I know we get questioned about that a lot at our city commission meetings. And I just want to make sure that we have what's online, what is actually happening in the meetings. Thank you.
Instead of this.
Are we good? Okay.
She's.
Okay. I think we're all set then. Anything else to come before us? If not, I'll declare this meeting adjourned and we will see everybody in April.
Perhaps.
Thank you.